Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your monthly reading. This is for any and all Sagittarius placements that you resonate with strongly in your charts. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone else. We're going to look at the next 30 days or so from whenever you get this message. If it has come up on your algorithm timeline, then there is probably a message in here somewhere for you. But if it is not for you, definitely click off, do what you need to do, but I do hope that you'll stay. Okay, we're getting some overall energy for you. Current overall energy, okay? I'm trying to get some from the Moonology deck here, but don't think it's talking, all right? Not right now. All right, let's go to the chakra oracles. I hope you're doing well. I thank you so much for being here. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support. And if you are new here, I hope that you will enjoy your stay and come back again. All right, so we've got a couple cards out here. Gossip with the heart chakra. All right. And quest with the throat chakra. Interesting. There's some toxic energy around your journey right now. There might be some toxic people who are just talking about where you are, what you're doing, how, this and that and the other about your past. And they don't understand their own selves. They don't have self-awareness to understand their own path and quest and what they're doing. They're just going along day by day, and they get off on being part of the crowd and joining in gossip. That makes them feel important. And I know that most likely if you're a tarot reading, that's not the kind of energy that you like to pull in. That's not really the kind of energy I want in my reading collective. Brown bear spirit, take time out. I would take a break from these people. I'm getting for most of you, it's people. If it's you, don't shoot the messenger. It could be, you need to do some reflection. I know people don't like to hear that, but it's true sometimes. We can get caught up in the hubbub of things and just being playful. And we forget that sometimes, we can spread some words that aren't so kind, loving, and understanding. Let's look into the tarot, Sagittarius, for what might be going on with you right now. But like I said, for most of you, it's probably people around you gossiping about your life, just be like, I'm glad that you find me so interesting. If you find me so interesting, you need to talk about me, because if you didn't care and I wasn't interesting, then you wouldn't have to run your mouth. Okay, we've got a lot of cards out here. Hangman. 4 cups in reverse. Move those up a little bit. Yeah, hold on. I want to make sure they're still on camera. There. King of Pentacles in reverse. The Strength card in reverse. 9 of Pentacles. Doing it this way. I don't know why. I feel a need to do it this way. 10 of Swords. Going from right to left here instead of left to right like I normally do. 10 of Cups in reverse. And the 9 of Cups in reverse. You're feeling some kind of way. All right. Let me take this in. Okay, I think it's a time for you to pause and surrender to something, to let go of something. I'm seeing a sudden awareness has come to you recently. And you may have withdrawn from these gossipy, more toxic types of individuals that you may know. It may be, associating with them may have made you feel a lack of inner joy. They may have been a group of kind of conceited people, I'm getting. You had sort of an idea of what they were, what they would be, how it would feel to engage with them, but you've realized now that that was false. It's not true. It kind of shattered an ideal that you had. It's very misaligned with your energy. Very misaligned with your values. You're struggling around these energies. And it made you feel like you should doubt yourself, like you had some kind of weakness, like they fed on insecurities, is what I'm getting. Very, very low vibrational energy. A lot of raw emotion and not really thought through. They may have been greedy people. They may have been people who were well off financially, but they were obsessed with wealth and their status. And you realize that that's really not you. It's pretty darn toxic, okay? You may have had something happen. You may have had something blow up with someone or a group of people. You may have felt betrayed in a way. Okay? So that's what I'm getting. I'm really sorry you've been having to deal with this energy. It is not fun at all. And I have been there, especially in my youth growing up. I dealt with a lot of energies that were very toxic, you know, just not nice towards other people. You know, I'm going to get a wild unknown for this. Let's get some advice for how to handle this energy for Sagittarius. Okay, we got 2 cards out. We have the Father. So there may have been a masculine involved. May have been the King. Okay. Wow. I'm going to read the King card because I think it's going to give you some insight and validation. Let me find it here. I think I'm going to read both of them because there's some masculine energy, and it doesn't mean it's a man. It could be a woman. It could be anywhere in between. But someone who had a very dominating kind of energy in this group of people I'm feeling. It's a group of people. And it was very go, 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 go all the time. Okay? It was like there was no time, space to relax, reflect, just be yourself, because they're always on everybody is what I'm getting. It's really weird. So first I'm going to read the Father. 108. What is that? 108 is a 9. And the 9s in numerology are all about endings. And we're in a 9 year right now. Where's 108? Come on. The Father. The Great Father, the masculine, the protector. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The Father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine, thus he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the Father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the Father eventually reveals that he is neither king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and the one who leaves us to the wolves. Yet he is here yet gone, the champion and the failure. The Father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the Father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. Okay, so this could be like a family group for some of you as well. This could be, you know, it could be a family business that you're part of, a family legacy, anything, you know, that you actually feel like you are at this point of wanting to get an awareness. Like you've seen things from a perspective that you've never been able to see before in this group of people, whoever it is for you. And you realize that you want something different. You want to vibe higher. You want to search for different types of things than you maybe have been brought up to believe you should. Okay, the King is on 128. That is an 11, a power number. in numerology. It is Aries energy. It is very action-oriented, very action-based. Okay, no, 128. Okay. Very male-dominated, whatever this group is. Okay, the king, the ruler, the commander, the emperor. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. I feel like that's what you're dealing with. And now, like I say, this can be a woman who has very, very strong masculine energy. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego. Yet, the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place, like the legend King Arthur, who fought with his knights. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. Yeah, King Arthur would get down to the nitty-gritty. He would get down to the common people and try to help, and he was one of the people. And that's more of the group dynamic that you may be looking for, that you're not getting where you're at now. Okay, so my heart goes out to you. This is tough energy. I'm going to move the cards to the side here, and we're going to pull anything that's coming up within the next 30 days, any challenges. It could be about this. It might be about something else. We will see. And while we're here in the middle of the reading, I just want to ask you, if you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. I have a small channel that I'm building, and I would love to get the messages out to more people that need them. It also helps me personally as a entrepreneur to grow my channel. So we're going to see if the Moonology decides to come out this time. Yeah, we got one card here. All right, anything else? Yep, we got two cards. We got three cards. Thank you, Spirit. So we have step out of your comfort zone with North Node. Yes, that's what the North Node is all about, isn't it? Your dreams need a practical plan. And expect powerful change. All right, I want more information about this. Let's get some. Let's just jump right into the tarot. Okay, when I get more information about Sagittarius stepping out of their comfort zone, bringing their dream to a practicality, and expecting powerful change. What is this powerful change that's going to happen within the next 30 days or so? Okay, I got one card out here. Judgment, the awakening. Yeah, you're awakening now to this situation that you're involved in, and I think you want out. I think you want out. It's not always easy to leave people when you have ties to them that are they could have been there for a very long time, or you feel like you owe them something. I have to do this and this and this before I can cut ties with them because, I want to do the right thing. We also have Six of Cups with familiarity. So yeah, I feel like you've known these people a really long time. They could be family, or they could just be childhood friends. All right, I want to get a few more oracles for it also. All right, you're telling us what we know now. So let's see. Can you tell us about this powerful change? What might this powerful change be about for Sagittarius? Okay, and we have mysticism with the third eye chakra. Huh. What else about this powerful change, Spirit? Victim with the heart chakra. I think you feel like someone is going to play the victim role if you try to cut ties. Someone's going to play the victim role and I'm just seeing someone who pulls a guilt card on you. Like, I've done this and this and this for you, and this is how you want to treat me. And I mean, yeah, they're valid in how they feel as well, because no one likes being rejected. No one likes having ties cut with them. But if you get to a point where your mental health is suffering greatly because of engaging with someone, you have to do what's right for you, whether it's right for them or not. And maybe in the long run, they may realize something from it for themselves, and it could be something good for them too. Okay, we have quite a few animal spirit cards here. We have the pig spirit with use your mind wisely. Stay when you engage with cutting ties with this energy, stay very to the point. If they try to pull the guilt card and make you feel bad for what you need to do to take care of yourself, if you can't work it out with somebody, sometimes you have to cut ties. If there's a lot of gossip going on, a lot of toxicity, I don't blame you. I'd cut ties too. I have cut ties. Tend to the small things, okay? I think that's saying take care of your own mental health. Do self-care. Take care of all the little things in your life. Like, I'm feeling like this might put someone in a state of depression. Like, you may feel depressed because all of this is going on and you're not sure how to do it. Take care of the little things. Even if you're feeling depressed, if you get up, get yourself a bite to eat, maybe take a nice soothing shower or bath, self-care things. Take care of all of that for yourself, okay? Because some people can demand so much of your attention that you start neglecting your own self-care so that you can be there to care for them. And that's not what you need to do right now, okay? Groundhog spirit, it is time to let go, Sag. It is time to let go. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. You're seeing through the veil of all of this. And bee spirit, sweet results await. I think you're going to be a lot happier, a lot more grounded, a lot more well-rounded by just gracefully back away, just less and less, talk a little less and less each day. Answer a little less and less each day. Someone is very sharp with their words. Someone's very sharp with their words. Yeah. And they use emotion against you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I hate you're going through this. If you want to get deeper into this message, I do personal readings. And information on how to book is in the description box below. I don't do extendeds currently, but I do take personal readings if you want to get more into a message. But I want to get a little bit more on this before we conclude this message, because I don't want to leave you at this point. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because I want to tell you that everything's all nice and great, but you got to make the choice. You got to make a big choice here. It's like, are you going to save them so they're not a victim, or are you going to save yourself? Okay, there's been too much spilled milk. Too many words that were thoughtless. Too many, I'm getting heartless actions that it's just, you gotta get away from this energy, Sag, and I know that you will. Because the first step is that awareness. You've got to, yeah, this can be similar to the King of Wands. I know it says established heart, and whoever this leader of this group is, there might not be a specific leader, but you always know, like, someone is kind of the leader of a group of people. There's some people who are just, kind of calling the shots. You might be in a relationship with this person. This is really hard. If you both have friend groups, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you're gonna get through it. Sweet results await. We did get that card. Sweet results await. When you get to the other side of this, you're gonna be grateful. Gosh, Sag. My heart goes out to you. I guess I'm going to leave it here. I'd love to hear how it resonates in the comments. I know it's not a nice thing to talk about, but if you need to get something off your chest, go ahead. Let it out in the comments. I'm listening. I pay attention to each comment. All right. I'm sending you so much love, healing, growth, expansion. Take care.